My name is Jonathan Luders. I play banana ball for the Texas Tailgaters, where I'm known as Sunshine. I play second base, play the infield utility, and also ride the unicycle. In high school, I got hit in the head with the baseball, broke a bone behind my eye. My mom and dad rushed me to the ER. And I was in the ER, nauseous, about to throw up, trying to find a place to sit down. And finally, when my mom and dad sat me down, in the mix of all this chaos, and I don't really know how to explain this besides maybe we have a supernatural God that's there. And I looked at my mom and I'm like, I'm gonna be okay. And she looked at me and was like, yeah, you're gonna be okay. And it was this brief moment of peace and calm in the peak of chaos or pain that I've experienced up to that point in my life. And my mom felt it and I felt it. I don't know how to explain that, but that happened and that was very real, and that stuck with me to this point in my life. My faith journey is not something crazy, like having a big event ever happened. I grew up in the church. I was very, very fortunate for that. My dad, my mom, they had a good faith background, and I was very grateful for that in my younger years. I grew up in Massachusetts. We had a good community there, and it wasn't really until I got here in Savannah where I really dived into my faith a lot more. And I always considered myself a Christian throughout high school and throughout college, but I think I would consider myself more of a lukewarm Christian at that time. And there wasn't like one thing, or like, man, I had one moment where I got changed, or oh, God's speaking to me right here. But when I got to Savannah, if I wasn't brought here to play banana ball, just get deeper in my faith and closer to the Lord. There were so many great brothers here who know so much, and the Holy Spirit flows through them so well, and that had a huge impact on me of where I am in my faith right now. Man, there's some things that it's black and white. They're not gray, and I have to make some changes in my life, and they were really good for me to be like, hey, can I talk about this? I got to understand what's going on here, or man, I don't understand what this is saying. Like, what does this mean? And that was huge for me in my path. I walk with Christ and be like, okay, there's a change now. I got to make some changes, and that's where I end up right here, right now. If I wasn't here in Banana Land to play banana ball, I think I was brought here to get closer to Lord and closer to Christ. I want to back up though real quick. In college, where I would consider myself more of a lukewarm Christian, my identity was wrapped up in baseball. I was very fortunate to play baseball in college. Throughout high school, I was one of the best players on my team and around my area. But I got to college and I went from being one of the best players on my high school team to not one of the best players on my college team. And that was very humbling to me because all I knew up to that point was baseball, and it was my identity. Like, if I did really well, like, I was up and I was great. If I didn't do too well, I was down, I was not great. I remember I felt like I was gripping everything so tightly. Like, if I did good, like, I was good again. But if I was not doing well, which I was not doing well, I was feeling really down. And I remember calling my dad, and my dad, who has a big influence on me in my life, my faith, I called him and he said, Jonathan, you got to hold it like water. And you have to hold it gently. You can't squeeze on something so tightly, or else it's not gonna go too well. You have to hold it like water and hold it and let it be. You are a child of God first before you are anything else. And for me, I think that helped me let go and be like, okay, I'm not just Jonathan, the baseball player. Like, I'm Jonathan, the child of God first. And from then on, that helped me let go of the results, let go of performance, and inadvertently, I started to do a lot better. Sure, I always dealt with the same battles, like this is who I am and all that, but then I came back to, okay, no, I'm a child of God first. It's kind of like a constant reminder, it ebbs and flows, but lucky to be around brothers right now who are so encapsulated by that. They are a child of God first before anything else. So that's a story, I think, for me that encapsulates my testimony, and it's just brought more to life here in Banana Land. So I know, like, there's time when there's a lot of chaos, a lot of things may not make sense, you don't know where to go, but we have a God of peace, we have a God of love, and we have a God who understands way more than we can ever understand, and that's the God that we get to turn to, and it's really special to have that opportunity to love and be with Him.